Sumo squat. Begin in a wide stance position with your toes angled outward. You can hold a dumbbell or a kettlebell in your hands, or you can simply use your body weight. Keeping your shoulders back and chest lifted, lower your hips down, bending through the knees as low as your hamstring and hip flexibility will allow, and then push through your heels to return to standing. Remember, you're trying to angle your knees outward and work to drop below parallel if possible. Stationary lunge. Begin in a split stance position with both toes facing forward and your chest lifted nice and tall. Drop your back knee toward the ground without touching and aim for 90 degrees on both knees. Single leg squat and reach. Begin balanced on one leg. Bending that knee as much as possible, reach your opposite hand toward the outside of that working leg's foot. You can either draw your floating leg up toward your chest or simply leave it hanging down beside without touching the ground. Try and return to a complete upright position every time without touching that other foot down. Step up, squat thrust. Perform a step up on one leg, drawing that opposite knee up towards your chest, and then immediately follow it with a squat thrust or a full burpee as shown here. If you're opting for the full burpee variation, remember to do the full squat first, jump back, drop right down to the ground, jump all the way in, landing back in that full squat, and then follow it up with another step up. Perform all reps on one side before switching feet. Bulgarian split squat. Very similar to a lunge, but this time you're splitting your stance, keeping your back leg elevated on a bench or a step. Bend that front knee, dropping your back knee down below the level of the bench, and then push through that front heel to return to a starting position. Work hard here to maintain an upright chest position, and also try not to let that front knee track too far over your front toe. Next is your bonus glute series. All of the following exercises begin in a kneeling position, starting with that kneeling kickback. You draw your knee in towards your chest, crunching your abdominals, and then out to a full knee extension on a pointed toe. Donkey kick looks just like that full kickback, except this time you're keeping your knee bent to 90 degrees as if you're trying to stamp your heel on the ceiling. Donkey kick crossover. Perform your kick straight up toward the ceiling and then cross your working knee over toward the outside of your stationary leg. Push again toward the ceiling and then bring it down to center. One center kick and one crossed over equals 1 rep. Straight leg crossover is the same as the donkey kick crossover, except this time your leg is fully extended. Be sure not to flail your hip out to the side on this exercise.